So I'm going to have you start on your back, but if you have a blanket or a pillow, or even a bolster, I do recommend having that. And you can grab hold of your blanket and just kind of roll it up. I would say about halfway. Here's Mochi, my trusty little assistant. And once you're here, I would have the rolled up blanket about underneath the shoulder blade or so your chest is a little bit higher than the neck. And once you're here, and again, you don't have to have it, but that's one of the chest openings. Once you have it, have your palms face up. Your feet can be down onto the ground or extended out. Close the eyes. Let's take a deep inhale once you're settled and a deep exhale all the way out. A small dog or a cat is always, always optional. So taking a deep inhale, exhale all the way out. So keep your eyes closed here. Palms face up. Hi, Willow. So as I was saying before, have maybe a blanket or bolster, something to just give a little bit of height and support underneath the shoulders to elevate the chest. Yeah, so as you're here, begin to relax the muscles around your throat. Yeah, because a lot of times we tend to tense up there and not even know it. As you keep your eyes closed, start to also see if you can relax the tension around your eyebrows, around your eyes and your jaws. Because our faces, they have muscles too. And we always tend to kind of forget about that, especially as we're reading something really intently. Emails, for some reason, we all have an email face where we kind of scrunch it up. So see if you can smooth that out. So everything's sort of interconnected. Yeah. See if you can relax your hands a bit more. Now, as you're here, see if you can start to count out your breath. So inhale for 4 and exhale for 6. My favorite little breath work. So as you inhale, really feel the sense of expansion right across your collarbones, right across your front of your body. And then as you exhale, you're just releasing down towards the ground. Now, so you're kind of letting everything go. Inhale, feel the sense of expansion. Exhale, release. And exhale. And with each exhale, again, let it go. This could be remaining tension around the shoulders. This could be remaining tension around your face. Tension that you didn't even know you had. Yeah. One of the surprising things I found out was because a lot of us are shortened around the pectoral muscles, that you don't really feel that much pain there because you're feeling the overstretch of your shoulders, your neck, your back. But once you kind of reopen, there's a aha moment. At least there was for me on Monday. Cool. So on this next inhale, and a deeper, deeper exhale. So just prolong the exhale. And keep your palms face up and have your hands, I would say about 45 degrees away from your body. And a simple little pancake movement, flip your right palm down as you turn your head lightly towards the left. Inhale, come right back center. Exhale, flip your left palm down, turn your head to the right. Inhale, come back, center, and just continue here. So it's going to be very small, light little rotations. You might barely even feel anything. However, if you do, feel free to linger here a little bit longer. Yeah, we'll do this again standing, but just also notice how your shoulders are resting lightly onto the floor, so you're not really straining or activating your shoulder muscles. Okay, and then slowly as you come right back center, just pause around once again here, shoulders down to the ground. Yeah. And I'm going to just come into a little bit of a fetal position on your right side. So slowly as you come right back, if you have the blanket, you can keep it right there. Have the blanket, you might need to adjust the blanket maybe a little bit higher or a little bit lower, but have it sort of in the middle of your chest still. So as you come all the way out, your head is resting to the ground, but if there is a sharp angle that you're finding, place a pillow or a block right underneath your head so it gives you a little more support. So stack your knees on top of one another, stack your palms on top of one another, and your top arm starts to rotate up and over. So gentle little spins here. This top arm, it doesn't have to be a big range of motion. You can even bring your top hand behind your head, top elbow lifts up, exhale, lower down. So this range of motion is more than enough. Yeah. But again, it kind of depends on how much tension and how much movement that you're really wanting with your shoulders. And then add on with the top knee. Inhale, you're gonna lift. Maybe you can even set your left foot onto the ground and then close. So you can kind of do this open and closing action, or the top arm can continue to spin. Okay, and then slowly keep your knees closed. This top arm can either reach up overhead if you're wanting more side bends, or reach your top arm back a little bit into more of a twist. Yeah, if the top arm moves back and it's putting a little bit of strain in your shoulders, just bring your top hand onto your hip and kind of rotate your left rib cage open. And then just as slowly as you come right back center, switch direction. So knees over towards the left. You can stack your hands and your knees on top of one another. And then same thing, you might need to readjust your blanket. And then this top arm, once again, starts to circle up. You can bring your hand behind your head. You can open and close, whatever movement that feels the best. And again, it won't be necessarily the same thing on this on side one, especially if you're working with an injury, or this one you just use more heavily. But I do encourage you to kind of just free form it a little bit. And then slowly add on with the top leg. Inhale, top arm reaches up as your top knee lifts open. Exhale, close, and just continue. And then whenever you feel ready to hold it into a twist, feel free to hold it into a twist. Your knees can come together, top arm moves back. If it feels a little better on your sacrum and your low back, because you might be holding some tension there, feel free to hold your arm and knee out. Yeah, or come into more of a side bend. So on this next exhale, slowly close everything. And let's set your blanket aside, and you'll just come right back onto your back. So hug your knees in towards your chest and just move a little bit side to side. One hand on each knee and start to circle your knees. So as you circle your knees, release through the low back, release through the sacrum. And then maybe you can reverse it here. Good, and set your feet down. Your feet are going to be about mat width apart, knees towards each other. Either clasp your hands towards the ceiling or take hold of opposite elbows and just swing your arms side to side. Your knees are moving in the opposite direction from your arms. So think of opening up right in between the shoulder blades, and you're kind of doing this little massage. So one shoulder blade lifts up and then the other shoulder blade lifts up. Small little movements. And then slowly, as you come right back center, draw your knees over towards the right. You can reach your arms all the way up or bring them into cactus arms. If you reach your arms up and your shoulders and your elbows are resting lightly onto the floor and comfortably onto the ground, then maybe take hold of your right wrist, side bend slightly towards the left. Yeah. Again, if you want to deepen the sensation, right outer edge of your foot can come outside of your left thigh. Again, small dog is optional. It's just helping you deepen the sensation. And just as slowly as you come right back center, bring your knees over towards the left. And then same thing. Again, you could just stay right here, or you could reach your arms up, take hold of your left wrist, side bend slightly towards right. So rather than having your arms reach towards the ceiling, make sure that your elbows and your shoulders can rest slightly onto the floor. Yeah. Because what I'm trying to do is getting a little bit more into the side body, into, in this case, your right hip flexor a bit. So as usual, your left outer edge of your foot can come outside of your right leg too. The very strange shape, but sometimes these strange shapes can really get to places that we wouldn't normally, right? And then slowly as you come right back center, Release your arms, draw your knees to your chest, and then inhale, extend your arms and your feet towards the ceiling. Exhale, rebend. Inhale, reach it up towards the ceiling. Exhale, rebend. And then just continue here. Yeah, if your hamstrings are feeling really, really tight, just remember you don't have to extend all the way. It's just to kind of wake up and start to stimulate the hamstrings a little bit. Inhale, you're gonna reach right back up, maybe hands behind your thighs. Inhale, open your feet. Exhale, draw them in. Inhale, open. Exhale, draw them in. Inner thighs, I'm gonna activate a little bit more here. Okay, and then slowly when you're ready, draw your feet out, maybe bend your knees, hands right above your knees, and just move a little bit side to side. Yeah, so your knees are going to be outside of your rib cage. And start to circle a little bit. Okay, so this is always option one. Option two, if you want to strengthen into your obliques a bit more, bring your legs into 90 degrees. I would say zip your legs together. Flatten your palms down to the ground, keep your shoulder blades onto the ground, and just tick-tock your legs side to side. Yeah, so one hip lifts up and then the other hip lifts up. Try to not to let your shoulder blades lift up though. Option to extend your legs all the way up towards the ceiling and just continue. And then bring your legs over towards the right and just kind of hold it right there. Keep your left shoulder blade onto the floor. Come right back up, bring your legs over towards the other direction. Just kind of hold it right there. And then slowly come right back center, set both feet down, hands right by your side. Inhale, lift your hips and your arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, release right back down. Inhale, lift. And then exhale, lower right back down. This time, just hold it right there. Maybe arms up overhead, maybe arms into cactus arms. Press down into your feet. Try not to let your glute muscles do all the work here. Have a sense of pushing down into your feet. Yeah, lengthening through the low back. And then exhale, release right back down. Keep your hips down to the ground. Exhale, press your low back down to the ground. So you're pressing your navel down towards the spine. Inhale, bring your low back into a neutral position. So just be careful you're not shoving your rib cage up. Exhale, press your low back down to the floor. Inhale, bring it back into a neutral position. Exhale, press. And just one more. Slowly, as you come right back into a neutral position, you're going to either roll up or come into a fetal position and then just sit right back up. So hands onto your knees, just doing a few cat-cow. So as you exhale, open up right in between the shoulder blades. Inhale, chin up, chest up, widen across collarbones. Exhale, chin towards chest, open right in between shoulder blades. Inhale, chin up, chest up. Okay, this first one, inhale as you come right back up, chin to your chest, bring your right ear next to your right shoulder, rest the right side of your head on your right palm, left arm starts to lift up and over, maybe coming into big, big circles. And again, you can always just rest your fingertips down to the ground too. So here, instead of drawing your chin towards your chest, see if you can kind of draw back a little bit and see if that changes up the sensation around the shoulders. And whenever you're ready, drop your chin towards your right armpit, right hand on top of your head, and pause right here. Just a simple bringing your fingertips, your left fingertips back behind you a little bit might change up a little bit more of where you're feeling this in your neck. If movement is still preferable, feel free to go into this movement. And then whenever you're ready, chin towards your chest, both hands down. Bring left ear next to left shoulder. Rest the left palm in the left side of your, left side of your head. And then right arm slowly lifts up and down. It could circle, or it could just stay still. Okay, and then whenever you're ready, chin towards your left arm and bring your left hand on top of your head, and then pause right here. Maybe bringing your right hand behind you slightly, so you're just opening up right into kind of the back of the neck, almost side of the neck, so it's a little bit further back. So just remember, you're resting your hand lightly on top of your head, not really pulling down. And that little weight should be enough. And then slowly chin towards your chest, bring your hands behind you and very lightly start to open your chest and start to draw your gaze upwards. And think again of the collarbone starting to widen. And then just as lightly as you come right back up, let's extend your right leg straight out to the side. Your left leg draws in. Yeah. Inhale, you're going to reach your arms up. As you exhale, side bend over towards the right. Top hand comes behind your head. Inhale, lift your left elbow up. Exhale, close. Inhale, gently lift up and over. Exhale, close. So keep your right hand pretty securely onto the ground. If you're feeling a little bit tighter today, you can always grab hold of a block or kind of a thicker book and rest your hand onto the book too. Inhale, you're going to open, reach your left arm back, bring your left hand behind you. So one option is just lifting your arm up and over. Second option is lift your hips up and over. Snap, crackle, pop was from me. And then inhale, you're going to come right back up. Lengthen, and now bring your right hand on top of your left knee. Lengthen through the spine, gently twist. Drop your right hip down, because the right hip has a tendency of pushing up. Sometimes that causes a little tension in the shoulder. So drop it down to the ground, and now look over your right shoulder. Bring your left shoulder back a little bit. Maybe lift your chin up slightly, and breathe into the space of your left side of your neck. Also here, it's kind of good way to kind of stimulate the lymph nodes on that side too, which is always good, right? Because it's still gonna be cold season, so. And then slowly as you come right back center, left elbow over your right, so either give yourselves a big hug or come into full Gardasana. Just start to move a little bit side to side, reopen right in between your shoulder blades. And then slowly, when you're ready, turn towards the outstretched chin, lengthen, exhale, just lean forward slightly. The first, just in Gardasana arms, or give yourselves a big hug. Yeah, that's always an option. And then slowly unravel your arms, reach your arms down to frame your outstretched leg. So you can always stay here. Once again, left sit bone stays firmly onto the ground. Maybe left hand comes outside of your right thigh or right shin. Keep your right fingertips, right palm very securely onto the ground, lengthen through the spine, and you're just doing this tiny little twist over towards the right. Yeah, so relax through the shoulders. This sensation, for me, I often feel this through the low back. Some of you might feel it a little bit on the higher side. Yeah, so think of everything kind of starting to open, which is why you want your sit bones to draw down a little bit more. And then slowly as you come right back up, bring your right leg over your left. Yeah, so you might need to kind of slide your left leg in, bring your right hand behind you, left arm wraps around your right leg, lengthen through spine, and then once again, come into more of a traditional twist. If you find that your sit bones are kind of wobbly a little bit or shifting to one side, feel free to extend your bottom leg out. And even here, look over your left shoulder and maybe gently encourage your right shoulder to draw back. Okay, you can again lift your chin up slightly too. And then slowly come right back center and unwind your legs. Let's bring your left leg out, right leg draws in. Inhale, I'm gonna reach up, exhale, side bend over towards the outstretched leg. Top arm, again, you can spin it open. You can do a little close and open. Top hand can come behind your head. I'm just gonna opt for this. I'm feeling a little bit tight. So again, the thing is to make sure that the range of motion feels nice and easy for you. Yeah. And as we progress, you might find that it slowly starts to open up more and more. At least that's the hope. If not now, maybe at the end of class. Yeah. So on this next inhale, you're going to come right back up. And now reach your right hand behind you, left arm out in front of you. You can just stretch your front of your body out or lift your hips up and open up into the hip flexors. Yeah, the front of your body. And then as you exhale, lower your hips, come into a twist. So left hand onto your right knee, right hand behind you, lengthen through the spine, and then gently twist. And then finally, look over your left shoulder. You can lift your chin up slightly, encourage your right shoulder to draw back. This side might feel a little bit looser because we already started opening on this side. And then slowly as you unravel, bring your right elbow over your left. Either give yourselves a big hug or come into full Garudasana and start to move a little bit side to side. Yeah. You can come into more circular-like motions, up and down. Or early on, turn towards the outstretched shin, then inch forward. Yeah, the further you can draw your elbow away, the more intense you're going to feel this right in between shoulder blades. Again, you can stay here as long as you need. Otherwise, unravel your arms. You can have your hands frame the front foot, or if you're feeling tighter, you can hopefully have long scarf, kitchen towel, or a strap. Lengthen out, and then right hand outside of your left thigh, lengthen through the spine, and then gentle little rotation over towards the left. It's such a small movement. And then slowly as you unravel, bring your left leg over your right. Okay, you can stay right here, or you can always extend your right leg up. Left hand behind you, right arm wraps around the front of your left leg, and then gently twist. And finally, maybe look over your right shoulder. Left shoulder draws back. And take one more deep inhale here. And a deep, deep exhale all the way out. Slowly, you're going to unravel, draw the soles of your feet together, knees apart here first. Bring your fingertips back, and then inhale, lengthen through the chest, and just move a little bit side to side. You can bring your palms down to the ground too. Okay, and then slowly as you come right back up, draw your knees in, hands behind your thighs, and then come into Navasana, boat pose. So with boat pose, just make sure that you're not tucked under. Yeah, you're kind of shifting your hips back, keep the collarbones wide. If if lifting your legs causes you to kind of shorten your front body, to keep your toes down to the ground, lengthen out. Some of you, maybe you're familiar with different variations. Go into your favorite variation. Yeah, the one that feels good to you at this moment. And then now as you exhale, lower right back down. You can set your feet down, fingertips point towards your seat. Option 1, just lift your chest up. Option 2 is coming into reverse tabletop. Yeah, and then maybe release your head back a little bit or keep your gaze forward. Whatever that feels best on your neck. Okay, and then as you exhale, slowly release right back down. Cross your ankles, roll over your shins, and let's come into child's pose here first. So this could be a wide knee version or knees together version. Forehead onto the ground or onto the block, and just move a little bit side to side. Have your hands reached out. Walk your hands over towards the right, and take a deep inhale and a deep exhale all the way out. And then slowly walk your hands over towards the left. And then same thing, we'll take a deep inhale and deep exhale all the way out. And then slowly as you come right back, center, hands onto the ground, lift up, inhale, chin up, chest up, wide across your collarbones, exhale, open right in between shoulder blades. You can have your toes together, knees apart. As we do this cat-cow. It just changes up the sensation a little bit. And then slowly bring your spine back neutral, tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back, and come into your down dog. Start to treat out your heels, shake out your head. Fingertips are spread really, really wide. Okay, and then slowly when you're ready, look up in between the hands and step your way to the very top of the mat. Hands above or below the knees, inhale halfway up, lengthen through the spine, exhale forward fold. Long inhale lifts you all the way up, reach up. Take hold of your right wrist, side bend towards the left. Inhale, you're gonna come right back up. Take hold of your left wrist, side bend towards the right. Inhale, you're gonna come right back up, make a fist, place the fist on your sacrum. Elbows in, lift your chest up, exhale, release your head back. Inhale, you're gonna come right back up and reach your arms out and up. Exhale, hinge all the way forward. You're gonna ground down into your right foot, step back with your left. Set your back knee down to the ground, so you can always keep your back toes tucked under. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bend your elbows wide across your collarbones. Twice more. Inhale, reach, and then exhale, bend. Last one, inhale, reach. Exhale, bend, and just pause right here. Having a sense of openness here. Long inhale lifts you right back up. Exhale, bring your hands down to frame your front foot. Lift your right leg up and back. And then option, maybe your opposite arm reaches forward. Exhale, elbow and knee pull in towards one another. Inhale, reach right back out. Exhale, pull in towards one another. Inhale, reach right back out. Last one. Inhale, you're going to reach right back out. Keep your left hand forward, go right knee down, lift your left arm up, exhale, bring it behind the right, set the wrist, shoulder, instead the head down to the ground. You can keep your palm next to your face or extend it towards the top of the mat, or reach it back behind you and open here. So again, open right in between shoulder blades. Okay, so one more breath all the way in and then all the way out. Okay, so slide your right palm next to your face, reach your left arm towards the ceiling, bring both hands down, hips stay right above your knees, walk your fingertips forward, forehead or chin and chest onto the ground. Okay. Opening up into the back side of your body here. And then inhale, you're going to lift your head up slightly, slide all the way forward. So if you have any low back sensitivity this morning, you can always come on to Sphinx pose by bringing your elbows right underneath shoulders. Okay. Otherwise, come into your Bhujangasana, Cobra pose. So make sure your elbows are pulled in. Inhale, lift, low, medium, or high Cobra. Exhale, release right back down. So strong back, open front body. Exhale. This next one, inhale, open. And then exhale. Perfect. Slowly you're gonna come right back up. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back into your down dog. Yeah, so we'll do that on side 2 as well. So eventually we'll kind of come back down to the ground. So if you're moving your screen up and down, you might want to just have it pointing down, just listen. So from here, bend your knees, walk your feet towards your hands, up above or below the knees. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Your knees are soft. Long inhale, sweeps you all the way up. Take hold of your left wrist. Just start here. Exhale, side bend towards the right. Yeah, keep your left foot down to the ground. Inhale, you're gonna come right back up. Take hold of your right wrist. Side bend over towards the left. Inhale, you're gonna come right back up. Make a fist, place the fist on your sacrum. Elbows in, inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, release your head back and just open through the front of your body. Your knees are still really soft. Inhale, you're gonna come right back up. Sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, hinge all the way forward. Okay, ground down into your left foot this time. And your right leg steps back. Set your back knee down to the ground. Really push down into your left foot. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bend. Twice more. Inhale, reach, 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 reach. And then exhale, bend. Good, one more time. In. And then exhale. Bring both hands down to frame your front foot. Lift your left leg up and back. You can always stay right here. Otherwise, you can always reach your right arm forward too. Exhale, elbow and knee in towards one another. Inhale, reach right back out. Exhale, pull them right back in. Inhale, reach right back out. One last time, exhale. Inhale, you're just gonna hold it right here. Just set your left knee down. Maybe your right arm reaches up. Put it down and then re-lift it too. Right arm comes behind the left. Set the wrist, shoulder, and side of the head down to the ground. You can keep your palm next to your face or reach it towards the top of the mat. Hips stay right above your knees. Or reach your left arm up, thumb down, bend your elbow, hook it behind you. It always kind of feels nice on that shoulder too. Then as you exhale, bring both hands, or bring your left palm down. Reach your right arm skyward. Exhale, release right back down. Hips stay right above your knees. Walk your fingertips forward, coming into your extended puppy pose or heart chakra pose. And inhale, lift your head up slightly. Slide forward. You can come onto your Sphinx pose 3 times or come into your Bhujangasana, yeah? Your cobra pose. Elbows in, inhale, lift. Low, medium, or high cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. And then gently release. Yeah, so squeeze your elbows in. Inhale, lift, and just pause here. Shoulder blades are heavy. Exhale, release right back down. Inhale, come back up into tabletop. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back into your down dog. And start to treat out your heels. Okay, you're gonna step your right foot towards your right thumb and open up into warrior 2. So back foot to a 45-degree angle and open as you come into warrior 2. Yeah, so your front knee right above your ankle. I would say front kneecap pointing towards the second to third toe. And interlace your hands, draw the knuckles down wide across your collarbones and then hinge forward. So you're kind of moving more in a diagonal direction. So your shoulder blades are squeezed in towards each other. And then long inhale lifts you right back up. Unlace your hands. Your left hand comes right above your left knee. Right arm reaches up. So reach it up rather than overhead. Yeah. When you reach it up, you're going to feel this a little bit more into the whole side body. And then straighten out your leg, reach your fingertips forward, forward, forward. Bottom hand comes down as the other arm lifts up. Top hip can spin down a little bit. That's fine. Okay, and then long inhale lifts you right back up. Lift your right toes, turn it towards the long edge of your mat. Reach your arms out. Exhale, side bend towards the right. Okay, now bend your top elbow, look at your right foot. Inhale, reach your top arm up, look up. Exhale, bend your top elbow, look down. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale. You're gonna hold it right here, and then slowly as you lift, reach your left arm out, thumb down, bend your elbow, hook up behind you, lengthen through the spine, and then gently look over your right shoulder again. Okay, make sure that your left shoulder blade, your left shoulder isn't dropping forward. You're still having the sense of width. And then slowly as you come back center, now a couple of options. One, you can stack your hands directly on top of one another behind you. You can clasp your hands, draw them down, lengthen, or you can just bring your hands on your hips. Okay, so you'll be coming into a forward fold. So if you want, you can reach up, arms up. You can bend your elbows, rest your thumbs on your sacrum. None of those options feel good. That's okay. Bring your hands down to the ground. So release your head again. You want to have the sense of opening rather than tension through the shoulders. Okay, and then long inhale lifts you right back up. Everyone release your hands down. Walk your fingertips forward, keep your heels down to the ground, and come into this extremely wide-legged down dog. So there's a sense of just opening around kind of like the armpit area. And then gently walk your hands right back. Hands onto your hips, long inhale lifts you right back up. Exhale. Let's turn your right toes towards the top of the mat once again. Rebend through the front knee. Okay, so one more inhale, you're going to reach your arms up. As you exhale, you can bring your hands down and then walk diagonally away from your right foot. Okay, you can stay there or you can grab hold of the block and place it there. And just start to open up right into the inner left thigh. And then slowly you're going to come right back up. Okay, lift your back heel up, step forward. Okay, inhale, roll shoulders up, exhale, roll them back, and you'll be switching sides. Oh, switch sides. So face you. You're going to round out into your left foot, step back with your right, and let's open up into warrior two. So bend through the front knee, reach your arms out. Find the steadiness in your feet, and then interlace your hands, draw the knuckles down, line across your collarbones, and then hinge your upper body forward, just a little diagonal. So think of your left shoulder coming towards your left knee, lengthen, 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 open up right into the hip flexors. Gently unwind right here, keep your front knee bent, reverse your warrior, top arm reaches up and just pause right there. Really open up into the entire side body. Okay, and then slowly when you're ready, straighten out your leg, reach, 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 reach. Bottom hand comes down as the other arm lifts up, very briefly into your Trikonasana, triangle pose, top hip can spin down a little bit. Yeah, give a little more space through your sacrum, your low back. Then long inhale lifts you right back up. Lift your toes, turn all 10 toes towards the long edge of your mat. Reach your arms out. And then as you exhale, side bend towards the left. Right elbow bends as you look down. Inhale, reach right back up. Exhale, bend. One more time in. Exhale, bend. You could just stay right here. Yeah. Especially if you know you're carrying a lot of tension on this side. And then reach your right arm out, lift your head up, lift your upper body up, thumb down, bend your elbow, hook up behind you, and then gently look over just your left shoulder. Guarantee you, you'll feel something here. Yeah. And then slowly as you come back center, either stack your hands directly on top of another, clasp your hands, or none of the above. Yeah, wherever you are, whenever you're ready, feel free to hinge forward slightly. I'm just gonna bring my hands down. Yeah, and then whenever you're ready, release your hands right back down. And maybe here, you just shift your hips side to side. And then slowly as you come back center, this time we'll come into a twist. So right hand can be onto the block or onto the ground, left hand onto your hip, lengthen and open up your left rib cage. Exhale, release right back down. And then right hand on your hip, lengthen, open up into the right rib cage. The hips don't have to be perfectly squared. Yeah. As you exhale, release right back down. Okay, this time as you walk your hands up your legs, lift up. Now heel toe your feet in a bit, heels and toes out, hands right above your knees, and just move a little bit side to side. So just make sure that the heels aren't too close together. They're wide enough that your knees stay above your ankles. Keep your hips level. Exhale, drop right shoulder towards your left knee. Inhale, come right back up and then switch. Okay, and then slowly as you come back center, those of you whose knees are a little rebellious today, you could stay right there or heel to your feet in and come into full squat. Bring your palms together. Elbows are gently pushing your knees away. If your heels are being a little stubborn with this, just have your rolled up blanket and place your heels onto the rolled up blanket so you have a little more room to kind of shift back. Because just remember with squats, it's a little bit more about shifting your heels back. And your body is probably going to be a little resistant. I want to kind of tip forward. But shift it back, and then your low back starts to open, your hips start to open. That's the whole thing. Okay, and then slowly when you're ready, bring your hands down, one hand in front of you, one hand behind you. You can simply sit down. I'm just going to sit down on my rolled up blanket, soles of the feet together, knees apart, and then now hinge forward. Move a little bit side to side. Breathe into the outer thighs, outer hips. And then just as slowly as you come right back up, lengthen, inhale, roll shoulders up. Exhale, roll them back once again. Okay, so start to extend your legs all the way out. Inhale, you're gonna reach your arms up, side bend over towards the right. Right hand down, left arm lifts up. Inhale, you're gonna come right back up. Left hand down, right arm up. Keep your top elbow or bottom elbow soft. Inhale, you're gonna come right back up. Exhale, release. Inhale, roll shoulders up. Exhale, roll them back. Chin to your chest, just move your head a little bit side to side. And now here, you're gonna reach your arms up as you exhale, hinge forward. So as you hinge forward, you can hinge all the way forward. You can take hold of a strap and place it across the arches of your feet, lean forward, hands either side of you. Just make sure that you're not rounding, okay? Because you're gonna be doing a lot of that throughout the day, one way or the other, right? Whether it's driving or texting. So think of length. Think of length, length, length. You're trying to counteract all of the rounding you've done or will do. And then slowly as you come right back up, set your blanket aside. And you're gonna come all the way on to your backs and bring your knees to your chest. Oh. Knees to your chest and just move a little bit side to side, one hand on each knee and start to circle here. And then reverse. And you're gonna set both feet down. Bring your right ankle right above your left knee, flex your right foot and just move a little bit side to side. And then whenever you're ready, come into your twist, bring your right foot towards the ground. So you can always bring your right knee away from your face, and that's gonna do an extra opening of your outer hip. If that's not feeling so great to you, you can cross your leg, open, whatever that feels the best to you. So you can just gently turn your head towards the opposite direction from your knees. That feels good on the neck. So take a deep inhale and exhale out. Good, and then whenever you're ready, you can come right back center and just switch your leg. Bring your left ankle right above your right knee and just move a little bit side to side. Release through the low back, release through the outer hips. Down a little bit. Good. And then slowly, whenever you feel ready for this twist on this side, feel free to go into this little bit of a twist. Perfect. And then as you slowly come right back center, bring your knees to your chest and come into happy baby. Yeah, so this could be knees apart version, hands on instep right outside of your feet, and just move a little side to side. Good. Now, whenever you feel ready, start to make your way into Shavasana unless there is any other pose you still kind of need before you can settle. Legs up the wall, remember, it's always a great option too, or legs up the furniture, as I like to call it. Give them a little support. You have that rolled up blanket or bolster, you can always slide it underneath your knees. So wherever you are, you want to be 100% comfortable. Whenever you're ready, keep your eyes closed. Let's take a deep inhale. And deep exhale all the way out. Palms flipped up, eyes closed. See, with each exhale, you're just releasing down a little bit more. your eyes closed and start to wiggle to some fingers. Just take a deep inhale. A deep exhale out. Just stretch your arms up all the way overhead. And then as you exhale, bring your knees to your chest and just move a little bit side to side. Yeah, release through the low back. Into a fetal position on one side. Pause right there. And slowly as you come right back up, roll up into a seat. Your eyes closed, inhale, roll shoulders up. Exhale, roll back. A little bit of creakiness, or maybe there's a wider range of motion. Inhale, you're going to reach your arms out and up. Let's come together and trace them in line. Let's do 2 big breaths in. Exhale all the way out. One more in. One more out. Show my gratitude. Stay. Thank you.